What's up, island chasers? Welcome to Islo Mania, where we dive deep into the wild souls of the world's hidden paradises. Today, we're teleporting to Tobago, that underrated Caribbean jewel just 40 kilometers long, but packing more punch than a rum punch on steroids. Forget the overhyped spots. Tobago's got volcanic peaks that whisper ancient secrets, reefs that glow like underwater neon, and a vibe so chill it makes hammocks jealous. But wait, we've got history etched in stone, cultures that explode in color, and wildlife that could star in its own Nat Geo doc. And stick around, because we're spilling a 200-year-old riddle that'll have you Googling tombstones at midnight. Hit that like button if you're ready to escape to Tobago. Let's roll. Alright, let's map this mystery first. Tobago ain't your average blob on the globe. It's a sleek 300 square kilometer sliver, stretching 40 clicks north-south and just 10 wide, like nature's own surfboard parked at 11 degrees north latitude and 60 west longitude. Tucked in the southern Caribbean, it's the quieter twin to Trinidad, a mere hop from Venezuela's wild coast. In fact, it's basically an extension of that mainland's rugged spine. Picture this. The island's backbone is the main ridge, a 29-kilometer spine of ancient volcanoes spiking up to 550 meters, cloaked in the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. That's 10,000 acres of emerald green, locked down since 1765. Deep, fertile valleys carved through like nature's secret passages, perfect for hiking or just zoning out. Head southwest and it flattens into coral plains, birthing those postcard beaches. Think Nylon Pool's shallow turquoise lagoon, or Englishman's Bay's hidden cove where the Atlantic meets the soul. But Tobago's geography isn't static, it's alive. Coral reefs fringe the coast like underwater fortresses, protecting 26 kilometers of powdery shores from the trade wind's fury. And those volcanic roots, they feed hot springs and mud volcanoes, bubbling like the island's got indigestion from too much spice. This ain't just land, it's a canvas where earth, sea, and sky high-five daily. If geography had a heartbeat, Tobago's would be calypso, rhythmic, resilient, and ready for adventure. Now, rewind the clock. Tobago's story reads like a pirate's fever dream. Around 250 BC, the first peoples, the Saladoid tribes, paddled in from South America, turning this volcanic rock into a hub of cassava farms. Fast forward to 1498, Columbus sails by, spots the Twin Peaks, and calls it Bella Forma, beautiful form. By 1580, British scouts found it empty, ghosts of Carib raids who torched villages to keep rivals out. Enter the colonial chaos. Dutch in 1632, English grabbing it in 1654 for sugar gold, French flipping control 22 times over 2 centuries. Tobago changed hands like a hot roddy. Plantations boomed on enslaved African labor, birthing a resilient melting pot. Fort King George in Scarborough, that's your 1779 witness to cannon fire and whispered revolts. Now, picture this in Speyside. A massive waterwheel, creaking since the 1820s, still stands as a relic of sugar's heyday. Built to crush cane for Speyside Estate, this iron giant powered one of Tobago's biggest plantations, fueled by enslaved workers' sweat. Moss-covered and rusted, it's a haunting monument to resilience, whispering tales of toil under tropical rains. Locals call it a time machine. Step close and you can almost hear the wheels groan. By 1814, Britain locked Tobago down, but the sugar crash in the 1880s tanked the economy. Cue the 1889 union with Trinidad. Independence hit in 1962. republic status by 1976. Today, Creole patois and rum shops echo yarns of buccaneers like Edward Teach hiding gold in the ridges. Tobago's history, forged in fire, from Arawak arrows to Afro-Caribbean anthems. Culture? Oh, Tobago turns it up to 11. This island soul is a spicy fusion. African beats, Indian spices, and European flair, all simmering in a pot of community love. Start with the food. It's therapy on a plate. Crab and dumplings? Steamed freshwater crab in herby broth with fluffy dough balls. Pure hug in edible form. Roti wraps your dreams in flatbread with curry goat or chickpeas, while doubles, that chickpea flatbread bomb, hit the streets as cheap thrills. Don't sleep on pilau, rice, pigeon peas, and chicken, slow cooked with coconut milk for one-pan perfection. And holidays, black cake soaked in rum for Christmas, or sorrel punch, hibiscus nectar with a ginger kick. Festivals are the heartbeat. October's Blue Food Fest turns dasheen, or taro root, into everything from cookies to ice cream, celebrating ground provisions that fed generations. Heritage Festival in July explodes with storytelling, crafts, and that famous crab race. Yeah, locals bet on crustaceans. Music? Calypso and soca rule, born from African griots and steelpans hammered from oil drums. Traditions run deep. Obeah whispers in the hills. Indian Diwali lights up with samosas and sweetbread, and community fete days, or parties, where everyone dances till dawn. Tobago's people, warm as the trade winds, with a Creole lilt that turns good morning into poetry. It's not just culture, it's a living remix, resilient, rhythmic, and ready to pull you into the circle. Under that cultural gloss, Tobago's a biodiversity boss. The Main Ridge Forest Reserve, UNESCO's oldest protected rainforest, cradles 200-plus bird species, from the dagger-billed hummingbird's jewel flash to the rufous-vented whitetail's cheeky calls. Spots 17 mammals like the elusive ocelot prowling at dusk, or red-bellied squirrels raiding cocoa pods. Butterflies? 23 species flutter like living confetti. Dive deeper, and fringing reefs host 1,000 fish types, plus 5 sea turtle species. Watch leatherbacks haul up on midnight beaches to lay eggs, guardians of ancient ocean lines. Mangroves shelter spectacled caimans, those sneaky croc cousins, while the Bonacord Lagoon buzzes with wetland birds. Flora's no slouch either. Orchids drip from branches, and the rainforest's 2,000 plant species include medicinal wonders like the balata tree's latex gold. Tobago's bio-vibe? Balanced, buzzing, and begging for eco-explorers. But tread light, 'cause this paradise protects its own. But every paradise has a shadow. Deep in Plymouth, near Lake Coteau's whispering hills, hides the mystery tomb of Betty Stiven, a 1790s crypt that's stumped sleuths for 200 years. This Scottish lass's headstone bears a riddle. What was in 1740 begun, in 1760 finished. No dates match her life, and theories swirl. Pirate curse, Obeah hex from enslaved workers, or a Freemason code tied to the island's sugar barons. Locals swear it's haunted, winds howling her unfinished tale. Crack it if you dare, Tobago's ultimate unsolved scroll. There you have it, fam. Tobago. Geography that grips, history that haunts, culture that captivates, bio-wonders that wow, and one bone-chilling secret. Drop a comment. What's your Tobago dream? Smash subscribe for more Islo Mania escapes, and we'll see you on the next wave. Peace out.